Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of AudioCode's UC Talks with me, Jay Wyatt. Today I'm joined by a valued partner, Colt, and Colt have been an AudioCode's partner for many years and just recently launched their own cloud SBC offering built upon AudioCode's SBCs. You know, this was so that they could provide a full migration to Microsoft Teams from the cloud. So welcome, Rui and Tim.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Thank you both for taking the time today to join me on this edition of UC Talks. So before we go any further, guys, would you mind introducing yourself? So let's start with Rui. Rui, please take the floor.
Yeah, my name is Rui Frage. I'm the product manager of intelligent communications at Colt. So I've joined Colt about 2.5 years ago. So just to build this offer, and I've been working together with AudioCodes very strictly. So it's very good to have this partnership.
Awesome, thank you. And Tim?
Hi there. My name's Tim Cook. I am the leader of the sales specialists at Colt Technology Services, and my team focuses on delivering UC and voice capabilities to our customers.
Guys, that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you. So I understand today that we're going to discuss what is the best way to use Microsoft Teams. I know that's quite open-ended, but I'm really intrigued to know how you guys are seeing things and see it from your perspective, because from where I see it, you guys are at the kind of coalface. So I'm going to leave with you, Tim. Tim, could you briefly describe what is the best way to use Microsoft Teams? I mean, that's a huge overarching question.
Yeah, no, it is a very, very big question, and sort of the question at the moment with our situation with COVID and the change of working from home for the majority of people, and Teams being that underpinning collaboration tool that we've seen in the market. And we've been looking at the marketplace, we've been running polls, etc. just recently, and what we've seen is that the adoption of Teams has been massive. And of the people that have started these collaboration tools, 30% of the people on the poll have chosen Microsoft Teams over and above other platforms that are available to them. But wow. I think that's mostly a knee-jerk reaction to the situation that was in front of them, and probably was part of a longer-term strategy, but arrived a lot more quickly than we expected. On that poll, we sort of looked at it a little bit deeper and said, well, you've made the jump, but is it a full execution of your UC roadmap? And the majority of people said no. And the piece that we wanted to investigate was that, are you going to continue in your remote working position post the COVID situation? And overwhelmingly 50% odd were yes, that it's going to be part of their long-term strategy to stay as home working, with very, very few people, only 6%, saying that it wasn't part of their long-term strategy to move. So what we're seeing is this dynamic shift in the marketplace. And I know that was quite a long way of getting to the point, but the important thing is that the customers that we're selling to, it's all about the user experience and the adoption. Yeah, and we have been rolling out Teams to the customers, but it hasn't been a full adoption. It's been a halfway house. They've kept their existing PBX or other UC capabilities as well. And that really dilutes the UC position for most of our customers, and it increases confusion for the users. Which am I using today? Am I using Teams? Am I using Skype? Am I using Slack? Am I on Zoom? And that creates a certain amount of tension and stress across a business. So, and not having a consistent way of collaborating costs money. And that's what we're really trying to get to, is that with our customers is making a unified adoption of Teams as a process, including telephony, to make sure that collaboration is optimized within an organization. But I'll hand over to Rui to talk about more of the practicalities to that question.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. So I always say that Teams is only as good as the way you're adopting it, right? So every company has its own way of adopting Microsoft Teams. Every company has a different process when adopting Microsoft Teams. So at Colt, we've built a strong practice so that we can allow our customers to have their migration to Teams in their own way, right? So you might prefer moving the financial department first, or you might prefer moving the marketing department first, doing the training in batches, or you just need, for example, to move to direct routing via cloud infrastructure. So, and this is where Colt is strong, because we support ourselves on our tier 1 network, and we can, together with the partnership we have with AudioCodes, build this very strong practice in which we can move our customers at their speed with any kind of component they want. And afterwards, we can offer it throughout EMEA, throughout APAC, throughout our entire backbone capabilities, right? And this is very strong, right? This is very strong, because if a customer comes to us and says, I want to enable direct routing, and I don't want any hardware, we can say, okay, where do you want the numbers activated, right? So, and it's quick and easy. It's quick and easy, right? So, and this is very important when adopting Teams, right? It's being quick, being easy, and having the adoption. Yeah, go.
So can I ask them, Rui, what are you seeing in terms of the overall sort of customer requirement?
Yeah, what as you know, Colt is a multinational company. We work with several multinational customers, and what we are saying is that there is this very strong move to the cloud, right? Customers don't want to have their hardware on their premises. Customers want things to be done in an easy way. Customers want things to be simple, easy, and fast, right? And this is where we are basing our offer in, and this is where we are building the offer up. So a fully cloud integration. I don't want, or if I was a customer, of course, and all customers have different requirements, like I said, I didn't want to enter a discussion of whether my connectivity is on net or off net, whether I have coverage in this country or that one. I want my teams to be connected to voice, and I want to have it adopted in the best way possible, right? And these are the factors which we put in our offer. I don't know, Tim, do you see anything different from this?
No, very much, at the end of the day, the customer, dependent on the size of the organization, will have different challenges. If you're a small to medium enterprise, potentially that migration to the cloud is easier, because you don't have the legacy, you don't have the databases with more information, whatever it is that you have in your systems. Whereas the medium to large enterprises have investments that they need to write down. And one of the things we're seeing in the market is that, the larger companies are prepared to write down that investment of the tin that they've bought and migrate to full cloud now, as they can see directly the benefits of leaping more quickly. So taking those customers on a quick and rapid deployment of Teams as the base for their collaboration and also their telephony is something that we're seeing very quickly in the market at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. So there was also something else that Rui pointed out, Tim, which I want to sort of drill down with you, and this falls back on the core sort of backbone of Colt, and it's your strength in having that quality, that network in the background. So, why is a high quality connection important to your customers? I mean,
I'll talk a little bit more about the humanistic side of voice, and I've been in the voice market for 20 plus years. And one of the key things is very obvious, is that if there is poor voice quality, it's really difficult to have a conversation, stating the obvious there. And what we're seeing is the demand is rising for high definition codecs to make sure that there is better quality. And all of the studies that have been produced in the market identify that the better quality the audio, the better the engagement that you have with the customer or your colleagues, or in the collaboration mode that you're currently within. So making sure that it's prioritized. Colt's cloud first priority network as well has been solidly developed over those years. We obviously have direct routing, and we have a USP, which is a single AS with Microsoft, which means that those hops are taken out that add into the journey time of the voice traffic that can lead to degradation in the voice quality. So I think they're really, really, important elements to identify. And a company like Colt that has been in the voice market for the last 25 years and has seen the development of digital options through SIP and now into this world that we currently sit in. And the codecs are now so clever that we are seeing that we can make that very, very great leap towards high definition codecs, and quality. So I think that's really the underlying network delivers that capability there. Yeah, Rui, do you want to add anything?
I just want to give you kudos, Tim. 20 years on the voice industry, you're getting old. Right? So,
thank you.
So I believe that the network quality is very important. And one of the things we pride ourselves in Colt is the means we've put in place in order to connect our customers to Microsoft Teams. So one of the things which is important is the peering services, like Tim was saying. But one other service we put in place a couple of months ago was actually the prioritization of traffic which goes to Microsoft. So if a customer has an IP access with Colt, we can actually prioritize the traffic which goes to Microsoft Teams in regard of or rather than the traffic which goes to Facebook or to any of the other platforms. And this allows our customer to get to Teams with higher quality than what they can get from any other supplier, right? So, and afterwards, it's Teams communicating, for example, with our cloud SBC in order to enable that full circle of getting to Teams, getting to the cloud SBC, and afterwards sending the voice to the PSTN. And this is a very nice story, right? You don't have to have anything on site. Your voice traffic will be prioritized, and afterwards, Teams will have the communication with the SBC in order to send the voice to the PSTN.
Okay.
But like I said in the beginning, this is a full circle, right? Because we are talking about the technical things over here. What is also very important to have in this circle in order to close it is the adoption services, because you have the connection to Teams, you have the connection from Teams to the SBC, but everything must come back to the user, because you can activate all the technical facilities in the world. If the user doesn't know how to use them, you will never get to that point, right?
Yeah. Okay. That's brilliant. Thank you. And lastly, I guess the last question to you both. What is Colt doing to support the adoption for their customers? I don't know who wants to answer that first.
Shall I go, Rui?
Yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Cool. All righty, thank you. So as I mentioned before, Colt has got a very, very long-term track record in delivering voice services. And we've built a methodology and a process to ensure that our customers understand what the technology benefits they will get, and then taking that one step further into the customer side of the relationship, and how are they going to drive that forward. And with our relationship with Microsoft, we've developed adoption services programs that will enable customers to see what good looks like and what would a good implementation sit like within their business, and we can support them with that as well. And our position of supporting enterprises, being a partner to Microsoft and to other cloud services providers as the underlying data network, and also part voice provider as well, ensures that we can identify the best solutions that are available for our team. And that's really my team's role, is to sit with the customer, identify the skill set gaps, identify the requirements, and ensure that we create a solution that will enable the customer to have a rapid and successful deployment of Teams. Yeah. Over to you, Rui.
Yeah, just adding to that. So whenever we onboard the customer, we always have planning meetings with the customer in order to understand what is the customer reality, right? Not only from a technological perspective, but also from a user perspective. Right. And on that basis, afterwards, what we do is create a migration plan in order to disrupt their daily work in the least possible. Okay. So this planning meeting is very important because it covers the entire organization. It covers how is your marketing team working at the moment? How is your engineering team working at the moment? and how can we move them to Teams in the best way possible so that it's not a disruptive change and they can actually use the service in the best way possible. And of course, book all the trainings and book all the service deliveries are also part of that meeting. So this is very important. And also, of course, the remote deployment. A lot of our customers came to us these last couple of months saying, I want to have direct routing and I want everything delivered remotely. So, and this is a very strong point from Colt. Since we have engineers all over the world, we can support our customers according to their needs, even remotely, on site, etc.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you ever so much. I mean, guys, thank you for sharing that information with us. It's been really, really insightful. And if anyone is watching this video and wants to reach out to you, how should they get in touch?
Thank you very much. No, it's been great to obviously talk with you and share our experiences. Best way to get in touch with Ruri is via LinkedIn. We're both on there and both open to contact, or you can approach us via sales@colt.net, and that will be gathered by the team, and just make reference to this, and we'll be able to pick it up from there.
And of course, anybody watching.
Yeah, just adding on that, Tim, there is also the internet page, which we have all the information about all the services. So if you are shy of reaching us, or if you don't feel comfortable reaching us on LinkedIn, you can go to colt.net and you have all the information about all our products over there.
Brilliant. So guys, once again, thank you ever so much, and thank you to our viewers. If you like this video and would like to see more, please go to the AudioCodes YouTube page and search for #UC Talks. You can also do the same in LinkedIn. All of these videos are available on LinkedIn, and also, of course, the AudioCodes website. If you want to reach out to me, you can email me at uctalks@audiocodes.com. So once again, thank you ever so much, and take care.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.